smiles, he waves, and he's done this twice before. Third time, probably the best. The one he'll remember, back-to-back victories for Bongmusa Mthembu, his second down run victory, and it is a personal best for him. 5 hours, 26 minutes, and about 35 seconds.
And we're taking you back for this interview. Three-time Comrades Marathon champion Bongmusa Mthembu will next month represent South Africa at the World 100-kilometer Championships. In 2016, he won silver in a new national record for the distance. In June, Mthembu became the second local man to win the Comrades Ultra Marathon back-to-back. The last man to do so was Bruce Fordyce back in 1988. Mthembu joins us now from our studio in Durban. A very good morning and welcome to Morning Live, Bongmusa.
Very good morning to you, Valen, and very good morning to the viewers at home. Thanks for having me.
As we played that little clip of you coming over the finish line at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, and now that you have had a couple of weeks to think about it, just how much did that victory mean for you?
No, man, I've always thought about it, and it's always been emotional, you know. And, I remember, coming to say, firstly passing King Smith Stadium, do I really gonna win the first, that additional distances? But, I think it's all because of the work that I did together with my teammate and also with my coach. And I'm so amazed, coming into stadium, see my family there, see the whole of KZN, see the whole of Bula, all of South Africans. It's such an amazing achievement in my career. So each and every time, I see this clip, it's always bring back the emotionals. We went through a lot as an athlete, and when we see yourself doing well in that races, we so very humbled.
Bongmusa, you looked rather out of sorts. Once you had come over the finish line, you collapsed onto the ground and then you kind of got up, but you looked like you were completely spent. Just how much did this victory take from you that maybe was a little bit different to your two previous ones?
No, man, it's totally different, and you remember that whenever you've been a defending champion, the most pressure is on you, and most of the people, of the guys, they will look up to you. That's what you do each and every time you make a move, even way, the last kilometers, That's why it was very important for Bongmusa to do the most important job on the training. So that's what I tried to do. I went through a lot. I had to train so hard, mostly in my mind, because that's what we always preach together as a team, that it's very important to work our minds, because once we know how to be able to own Comrades, and that was the most important thing for ourselves. And to run is most easier, but to train for Comrades, that's the most difficult thing. So that's what Bongmusa went through, to training out of your family, and out of your province, out of your friends. It's not easy, but with the passion that I have, with the love of a sport that I have, I think that's why it was a victory to me. That's why I always cherish that victory with my teammates, with my friends, with my family, with all of the people that supported Bongmusa. Because you today speaking with Bongmusa, but there are so many people who work behind the scenes, who see the passion in Bongmusa, and that's why today I also each and every time I went and speak with them, I also cherish with them and also make them feel that I'm a champion today because of them. I'm a winner today of a Comrade because I supported by them. So each and every time I do my training, I always think about them.
Well, you're now in the company of Bruce Fordyce. He was the last South African man to be able to win back-to-back. And you actually broke his national record at the last World 100-kilometer Championships. As we now look ahead in a couple of weeks' time to the World 100-kilometer Championships, what are your hopes for Croatia?
Yeah, that was an amazing opportunity once again when this came up to my attention. I felt very humbled, to represent your country is such an amazing achievement in your career. I think each and every athlete, when she or he goes out to represent the country, we so proud. So once again, the training is at a very high note. We prepare ourselves as much as we can. As you said, I ran very well. The last championship we had at Spain. So even this time, I'm looking to do well. I'm looking to work together with the guys because that was more important to us as a country, as the guys who went up there, that to work together and to do exactly what we expected to do. And for Bongmusa, I mean, I want to leave my legacy. So to leave my legacy, I want to make sure that I do well. I expecting the most difficult race, 100 kilometers. It's a long distance, but I think and I believe that I've trained so well, and as the training still goes, and I will do well. Hopefully, I've heard that the weather is a little bit different here in South Africa and also in Croatia, so we're still looking at all of those aspects. Hopefully, would work on our side.
Do you believe you can set a new national record? Do you believe you can better your World 100 or your South African 100 kilometer time?
No, that's very important. As an athlete, you always want to do well each and every time you at that race. So it is that for me. As I'm saying that, hopefully the weather and also the route, because to run the 7 kilometers and a half loops, that's not easy. But I think that's what my coach is doing right now to me, to work mostly on my mind, because that's the most difficult thing we're gonna do. But I prepare myself that so that I can do exactly. I mean, if I break the record also, because I knew what happened in the last 100 kilometers I ran. So if it was that, I could have been maybe broke like 10 minutes or so. But hopefully this time I will be able to run with the experience that I got in the last previous championship that we had.
You mentioned that you want to leave a legacy. It's about doing better at the World 100 Kilometer Championships. When would you be satisfied that Bongmusa Mthembu's legacy is what it should be and that you can step away from athletics?
No, for now, I think because what we had with my coach, we have a long plan term. So if maybe like from now, because I think even my age is still on my side. So I believe that I still have some couple of years, maybe 4 to 6. We have that plan with my coach. Hopefully, it will work on our side and without maybe have any injuries or any problem. But that's where I will say to Bongmusa has left his legacy. Once I saw any other youngsters who came up, who have been motivated by me or who has been inspired by me, then I will be able to say, yeah, and Bongmusa has done it. And also that we know that that's where Bongmusa grew up. And once I saw the sport, especially running, get exposure like now, so I will be happy that Bongmusa left the legacy. But otherwise, I'm not about to break anybody's record. I'm not about to do what somebody does, but it's all about Bongmusa. Then whenever it's happened that I broke someone's record, and also that goes to Bongmusa's legacy.
Thank you very much. That's Bongmusa Mthembu, who's a 3-time Comrades winner. We wish you all the best of luck at the upcoming World 100 Kilometer Championships with the rest of the South African team in Croatia.